Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
And that's not going to reach.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good ball, that too.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Paulo Dybala. His game's all about control and subtlety, rather than power and strength. But that doesn't make it any less effective. He goes past defenders with a couple of silky skills, create shooting opportunities for himself, or open things up for a few teammates. He's also a huge threat from set plays.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches.
Nico Gonzalez. Now it's Keane. Knocks it out wide. It's a promising position.
Pretty cagey early on from both sides.
But that has not gone well. And this is Dybala. Gehi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
It's Memphis Depay! Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
And we have our very first corner.
Onana can get it clear. Sané. Dybala.
He's in a great position here. Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. Look at the space here.
Dybala.
He has a look up. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Sancho does really well there, he is strong.
So it is still 0-0.
Nico Gonzalez.
Parma clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
And it's Gonzalez. Diatta. Nico Gonzalez. And here's Dybala. Keane. Not the most convincing of passes. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Hall. And it's Gallagher. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nico Gonzalez. Good ball, good take. Memphis Depay. Gallagher charging forward, the ball at his feet. Pass somewhat off target. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Threads one in. Yehi. He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Diatta. Gallagher. Hall. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Rashford. Very nicely done. Played out wide. Diatta has it in a wide position. Dybala. Sané. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Out for a throw. And here's Depay. Sancho. Dybala. It's a good run down the right. And he's had it nicked away. Sancho. Oh, this is a very good run. Chance, surely! And that was nowhere near his best. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And the second half gets underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Pavlovic. Now it's Sané. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Dybala. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Sané. And this is Dybala. The ball has bounced loose now. Memphis Depay. Nico Gonzalez. Pavlovic. Sancho. And it's Sané.
Oh, sweet feet.
Diatta. Now it's Dybala. And it's Gonzalez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. The pass has gone astray. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. Dybala goes steaming forward. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Pavlovic.
That is ended up in no man's land. Onana getting this one clear. Rashford! They've done it! The breakthrough arrives at last! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And Dybala! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Paulo Dybala actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
River Plate have the chance to go the other way. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Sancho. And here's Dybala. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Memphis Depay. And it's Hall. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 21, numero 5, numero 9, numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 7, il numero 11, il numero 43, il numero 22. Attenzione, un cambio.
Nico Gonzalez.
River Plate do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Pavlovic. Oh no, he's got that wrong.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Could try cutting inside here.
Parma really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Paulinho.
Nico Gonzalez.
Gonzalez going full steam ahead down the left flank. Driving on and making good progress. Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And he hits the net. Parma are back in business. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle.
Gallagher. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Paulinho. Baranechea.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to set...
Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Memphis Depay clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Inacio attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Lazaro is onto this, and he's found a way past. Decent chance! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Last chance, perhaps. Hall. Rashford. Can he spark a counter here? He has found the way through. Lovely, now then. Can he finish? It's there! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Parma are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into...
And time is up. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.